We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Carson, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it with Carson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Lock off of play action. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st down, it's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
His throw caught right around the 6. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Locke working out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Broncos 1st down.
On the double. Mike, 56, right there. Recon, 132 fighter. Coming. I'm coming. 49, check 49, check 49. Watch that.
Locke now on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators of the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. A pass underneath for Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Locke. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pettis now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Pettis now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, he'll get this one to Galladay. He'll have a first down past the 40, and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A gain there of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, check 33. 33. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Dragon 60. Hey, check Mike 63. Check Mike.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Boy, tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 4 down. Check. Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Bound to lose one. Mike, check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And down inside the 10 at the 9. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Block now to throw. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Chris Carson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 41, Giants nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun, Jones. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
22-yard line.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. 45 is the mic. 45.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right here. Strong right. Strong right.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Back for the offense. Let's go. 45, 45, 45 is Mike. 45.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram. 36 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Mike's 56. H3 218. Chopper.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
15 yards and leads to third down.
Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regular